Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
It's Dena Maddie with the third video in our Bikini Model Butt workout series that takes you from the most beginner to the intermediate exercises like in this video, all the way to the advanced exercises to help you tighten and tone and get that perfect bikini butt. So the first exercise in this video, the intermediate level, is the same as the beginner level, but we're going to take it up a notch. So we're going to take your feet out wide into that plie squat position where they're wider than hip width apart and your toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. And whenever you squat down, you're going to angle and you're going to trace your knees to go along the line of your toes. So just down and up. We're going to add a little variation with this one. We're on the way down, heel up, left heel up, back down and up. Crazy. Down, right heel up, left heel up, and then back up. Now, if you want to keep it right here, you can do that. If you want to take out the calf raise, you can do that too. Or if you want to go a little crazy and do them both at the same time, then you can do that as well. I'm just going to stick with the easy moves right now because that's what I'm showing you. And it doesn't matter where you are, it matters where you're going, right? So make sure you're sticking those knees and pushing those knees far back as you can. And we're just gonna go as far deep as we can go. If you need to decrease your range of motion and just squat down partially, you can do that too. And it doesn't really matter where you are. It matters that you're doing this and that you're here with me right now. Now one more. Now right heel up, left heel up, and then back up. Now we're gonna take that left foot in and we're gonna do a very similar pyramid stretch. So take your hips and align them along with that right foot, and then with a straight back, slowly hinge forward at the waist, and if you can, drop your hands. If you can't drop your hands, you can place them on your shins or above the knee, but do not place them on the knee or you're going to potentially injure yourself. And you should really feel this along your back hamstring. It should really feel quite nice. We'll try to keep it strong and straight back, and then try to engage your core as you lift up. Feel like you're squeezing your belly button into your spine, up and over. So right foot in, left foot out, and then hinge forward at the waist, all the way down if you can. Keep a slight bend in that right knee, so that way you're not locking the knee, and we're allowing the blood to circulate. And breathe, which is really important, because you want to make sure that oxygen gets to all those places that you just worked out. Now squeeze your core in, squeeze your belly button into the spine, up and over. Right foot in, right foot out, left foot in, and then hinge forward. Really pull that right hip back to make sure you're getting the right motion. You shouldn't be like that, you should be more hips back. And then squeeze your belly in, up, right foot in, left foot out, and then hinge forward and reach with your chest. And then we're gonna come back up and do these plie squats one more time. So make sure that your feet are pointed about 45 degrees out. You can wear shoes, not wear shoes, doesn't really matter. So down, right foot up, left foot up, and then back up. Now you can always decrease range of motion like this if you need to, or you can bring both feet up if you want to. It doesn't really matter, as long as you're doing something. Right foot, left foot, down. Any variation that you want to do is fine. This is the intermediate level. We also have an advanced level coming up too. So if this isn't challenging enough for you, don't you worry. We've got something in store for you as well. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. Make sure you're pushing the knees out on the way down. Breathing with each movement. And we're gonna do this last one right here. And then turn left foot in, right foot out, hips straight, and then with a flat back, reach down. Try to keep your spine long and breathe in this pose, really bending, slight bend on that right knee. You should really feel this in your right glute and your right hip. Up and over, make sure you're squeezing your belly into your spine. That's what I mean when I say brace your core. I want your core to be strong. Never let your core sag, because that's the most important part. keeping your core nice and strong and protecting your lower back. So that way we don't have back issues later. Now, hinge forward at the waist. If you can, drop your hands down. If not, you can keep your hands on your waist or on the thigh. And then come up. And then one more time. Hinge at the waist. And breathe. Slight bend in that left knee. Really pushing on the outside of that right foot. And then coming up. And then to our next exercise. Okay, so for the next exercise, we're going to do standing side leg raises. So I want you to put all of your weight on your left foot and slightly bend your left knee just a little bit and take your right foot out to the side. So you can do this one of two ways, and you can either rest your foot on the ground in between reps, or you can keep it lifted. So we're gonna try to just do the easy way first. So you're gonna slightly lift your right leg. It's a really small, subtle movement, and you really want to squeeze that glute medius in the meantime. You can, if you want to, not put your toe on the ground. Give me one more right here. And that's for a little bit more, if you have a little bit more balance, you can do that. Our stretching exercise that we're going to do, I'm going to take it to the wall really quickly. If you need the wall for this, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. So take your right leg and bend it over your left knee and try to keep it straight back and try to make sure that your knee is not going past your toe. So this is a really good stretch for that glute and that opening up that hip. Okay, and now we're gonna do the other side. So take all of your weight onto that right leg and slightly bend the right knee, and then lift up and over. If you need a wall for this as well, you can absolutely use a wall or a chair to balance. And if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, then you can lift your foot up off the ground. And one more right here, and then back, and then take this left foot, put it over the knee, and then sit back. Hinge back like you're about to sit on a chair that's behind you. And if you need a chair beside you to help you balance, then that's okay too. If you're feeling it, if you're feeling the good stretch, if you're feeling a little bit of a burn, make sure to like and thumbs up my video and share and give me a comment. Let me know. The butt's one of the things I have to work on the most because I'm a little tiny white person and I want a bigger, than what I'm gifted with. So that's my body part I focus on. What about you? What do you like to focus on? What kind of videos can I make for you next? Now, make sure all your weight's on your left foot, slight bend in that left knee, and then take it up. And you can either touch the ground in between sets, or you can keep it lifted for a little bit more of a challenge. Either way, you're still getting the same work in that glute medius, and you're still getting the same work in your butt. One's just more challenging on your balance than the other. And then take that right foot for the stretch, and put the right ankle over the left knee, and then hinge backwards, making sure that you're keeping that foot flexed. And then don't press down with your hand, but open up those legs so you can really feel that stretch. Now come back up. Other side, all the weight on your right foot, slight bend in your right knee, and then 45-degree angle, point the toe, and then you can place your foot on the ground if that helps. Or in the next video, we're actually going to come up with some more advanced stuff. If this is too advanced for you, then go back and check out my basic and beginner videos. There's something for everybody, I promise you. Give me one more right here, and then take the foot over. I'm actually going to use the wall for this one. If you need a chair or a wall for either of those exercises, then use it. And then hinge back, making sure that your toe is not over your foot's not over your toe, your knee is back, and that your hips are sinking back. And flex that foot that's over the knee. And come back up, and the next exercises we're gonna do are down on the ground. So our next exercise combines a couple of different body parts and a couple of variations as well. So like I said, if you have knee issues and you know the mat hurts your knees, then you can put a little folded towel down or a soft pillow, whatever helps. But we're gonna go ahead and get in that plank position, and I'm gonna go ahead and show the modification to make it really, really easy. So essentially it's just plank leg lifts. So you can either stick with this modification, or you can go all the way up to the regular plank, or down on your elbows and just right leg, left leg, lift it straight up off the ground. That's all we're doing right here. We're gonna do this for a couple of seconds. Don't think about it. Don't think about the pain. If it hurts, you can always drop to that regular modification, and you're still getting the same glute workout. It's a little bit easier on your core and your upper body. So if you had, you know, a really heavy grocery bags you were carrying up the stairs, then don't worry about it. Just do this one. If that's too easy for you, make it a little bit more challenging. And we're gonna do a couple more of these, and it's really good for the glute major. And squeeze on the way up. It doesn't have to be a big movement. And then for our rest exercise, take those knees to either side of your mat, which really opens up the hips. And then this is what's called like cat pose in yoga. And it helps stretch out your arms. And if you also use your arms to kind of push your hips back into this position, it's a really good hip opener stretch as well. So breathe deeply in this pose. We don't want you holding your breath. And then come back up and pick your poison. So you can stick with our beginner modification of plank leg lifts, or modification number 2, which is leg lifts on your elbows. Or if you're like, come on, Dena, this is not challenging enough for me, then go up all the way and stop complaining and check out my next advanced workout video. If this is too challenging for you, you can always drop back down to your knees, but just keep going and don't stop moving. Wherever you're at, make sure to squeeze that glute and challenge yourself. Come on, give me 5 more. You can do 5 more. And a strong core. 4 and 5. And drop those knees, extend them out to the width of your mat, and then push those arms forward. You can actually use the palms to press your heels back to make sure you have a really nice hip opening stretch right here in this cat pose. This also is a good pose to help stretch out your arms. So if your upper body is sore from any of my other workout videos that you might have done, you should do glute workout videos maybe twice a week, and then add on my core, my upper body videos, or my cardio videos the rest of the week to help balance out your exercise workout regimen. So the next exercise is going to be another glute bridge, but don't worry, we're going to build on it for you. So the next exercise is going to be building on from that first video that we did, the glute bridge, which, if you remember, is just simple. Keep your feet about hip width apart and really close to your bum, as close to your butt as you can get, and then simply lift up with your glutes and squeeze those glutes, squeeze those knees in, and then back down. We're going to add a variation where you take your right ankle and place that over your left hip, and then it's a single leg glute bridge. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And if that's too challenging of a modification, you can always drop it down to the regular bridge. But keep the same idea, keep the knee in, and then squeeze the butt on the way up. So make sure you're really squeezing that glute on the way up to make it a very effective but simple movement. Now give me one more really good squeeze right here, and then switch sides. Make sure that your foot is flexed and try to externally rotate that thigh, which means don't bring it into the midline, bring it out, away from you. So simply squeeze up and lift that tush up off the ground. And then when you get to the top point, squeeze your glute. And that's the most effective way to target that butt muscle, which that's my favorite muscle to work. what's yours? Do you like working the arms, biceps, abs? What do you like? Tell me and I'll make a video series of it. Now give me 2 more right here. 1 and then 2. And we're gonna get some good stretches in. So lay your feet out all the way on the ground. Take that right knee and tuck it into your chest and keep that left leg extended and on the ground. Try to see if you can flex that opposite foot, like that left foot, and see if you can almost press that calf of the left foot onto the ground while you're pulling this foot up. You can actually even kind of move your hip around as a nice little hip opener and kind of see where your flexibility is at. Now switch, take that right foot down and bring the left foot up. Now make sure that bottom leg is flexed and where you can almost even touch the calf to the ground. That's how hard you're flexing that leg. And then pull this left leg into that hip crease. You can open it up and move it around. Kind of see how flexible you are. See if one side is different than the other. Just kind of notice it, be aware of it. A lot of times we favor one side over the other. So one side's tighter and one side's looser. Make sure to keep that supporting leg flexed and engaged. And then back down. So feet hip width apart. Close about 1 inch or 2 away from your butt. Right foot over the left knee and back up again. Squeeze that glute. Squeeze your butt for that nice glute bridge that's modified. If this is too challenging, you can always go back to the first modification from that first video that we did in our Bikini Model butt workout video. This is definitely an exercise I did when I was training for my bikini competition. Only I added a little bit of weight, maybe a lot of weight. And 1 more. Now switch. And try to make sure this foot is flexed as you go up. Squeeze the glute on the way up. And make sure to keep breathing through this exercise as well. If this isn't challenging enough, don't worry. We have 1 more video for you. That's all the advanced poses. So that way we can make sure to challenge the people that want to be challenged, but make sure that you're learning at your own pace and going along with your own progress. Don't judge yourself and compare yourself to anybody else. Squeeze and then back down. Now legs flat. Take that right knee and try to bring as close in to the armpit as possible. You're really opening up that hip, but keep that left leg extended. And then see if you can open up, placing your left hand on your left hip. Keep that left hip on the ground and see if you can move your leg in and out of that hip socket. Really breathe in this one, then keep that opposite leg extended. Now switch and flex and extend that right leg. And for me, my left side is way more tight. I can feel in this hip crease, it's a little bit more tight than in my right one. What about you? And make sure taking your right hand and keeping your hip on the ground and then fully extending and keeping that right leg flexed. Now release and relax. So this next move is super fun. It's called Glute And Anounce. So good thing is your upper body gets to rest on this one. So lay on your stomach and keep your feet flexed. And all you're gonna do is lift your feet up off the ground and extend them open and then close them. I know. We're just gonna go ahead and just plow through it. Let's give me like 10 of them right here. And make sure you're breathing. Make sure that you're keeping your toes pointed inwards. Don't flare them out, but point them inwards. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna stretch this out just a little bit. And if you can, take your left foot with your left hand and your right foot with your right hand. Keep your knees in together and your shoulder blades back behind your ears and really just kind of stretch up into a wheel stretch. This should feel nice on your lower back. It's a little back bend and then relax. And we're gonna go through that 1 more time. So get your toes, tuck your toes underneath. And you really wanna make sure you're gonna feel this on the outside of your glutes, which is your glute medius. Really feel like you're being strong and slow when you move through space slowly. So out and in. I don't want you flinging, none of like that, but very smooth and controlled. And breathe in this exercise. You're gonna wanna flare your feet out, but make sure to point your toes in towards your midline. And just give me a couple more right here. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees. You can grab your ankles. Go ahead and reach up into a wheel. Try to keep those knees pointed together. We're gonna wanna splay out, but keep those knees pointed together. And breathe and relax. And thank you for joining me, Dena Maddie, with Today I Will Be Fit for our intermediate level Bikini Model Butt Workout Series. Make sure to subscribe to Psychetruth to get all the rest of my videos. And then also make sure to like and comment and thumbs up my video and share it with your friends as well. Thanks, and I'll see you for our advanced video next.